Yellowbird Cockpit video. We're going to start up by the Dodger, and on top of the Dodger we have a 100-watt flexible solar panel. We keep the main boom off to the side so we don't interfere with the solar. And behind we have the Bimini, which also has two 100-watt flexible solar panels. These are great. They provide all the energy we need. We never need to start the motor or use a generator for extra power, unless we have 2 weeks of cloud, but that's a different story. Here we have our instruments, Raymarine A65 and twin Raymarine i70S's down here. These are great. They're fully customizable. Choose whatever you want to display. Choose the color. We turn it to red at night. Here we have the main sheet traveler track. Sliding cars, super solid, through bolted. Here we have the engine instruments, tachometer, engine lights and starter, engine stop cable, engine hour meter, and we have our shore power inlet. Over here we have our jib sheet winches. These are Barlow 24s, service twice a year. And we have a jammer for our jib cleats, as well as just some aluminum cleats for docking lines and things like that. And we have our cockpit cushions. These are made by us. We got fresh foam for them this year, and they're really comfortable. Got a nice backrest. It's on both sides. Underneath we have our lazarette access, fore and aft. These are really deep. They go right down to the bottom of the hull. We have the gas tank, or sorry, the diesel tank in there as well. That's also where we access the back of the engine so we can work on the stuffing box and things like that, as well as the batteries. Moving back, on the back push bed, we've got the outboard mount, as well as the outboard hoist above it, you can see. Then we've got fishing gear, we've got a downrigger, a pole, we've got another lantern. There's our Cape Horn wind vane post. Not rigged up with a wind vane at the moment, but our dinghy in behind. There's our fenders hanging up. Life sling. We got a great Magma barbecue there. Auto Helm 3000 control unit. This leads down to a motor that goes to a belt that controls the wheel, keeps us on course. In the same way, you could also use the wind vane, which doesn't use any electricity. Keeps a relative course to the wind. There's the quadrant for it back there, the top of the quadrant control. That leads down to blocks you can see under there, and those go to the wind vane control on the front of the wheel. And our boat uses hydraulic steering. So this is all the hydraulic pump in here. And you can see the hydraulic ram and rudder control arm on the top of the rudder post back there. Very smooth, very easy to maintain and use. Here is the compass. These funny little balls. These are iron balls to correct magnetic deviation caused by having a steel hull. And there's a compass. Here is the transmission and throttle for the engine. Forward, neutral, reverse. And I think that's about it, other than this cockpit table that folds up. And next we're going to start the engine.